Honestly, if Breznov didn't snipe his MCV, I think Marsh would have surprised me. He, I mean, even without his MCV, he was able to wipe all of his units and do it pretty effectively, so I would look for him to build on that this game.
This is a classic Yuri's Revenge map. This is Death Valley. It's pretty classic, top all-time maps.
The only disadvantage for Marsh that I can think of on this map is the cliffs here. So if Breznov gets some magnetrons, he can make use of those cliffs pretty effectively against anyone else. So, but for the money supply, this map's a little more forgiving for an allied player. It's not too bad. That last map was absolutely a Yuri map. Marsh is gonna try and deny scout up here. Meanwhile, he's got his base scouted. Might run into some issues there. Nope, they stopped. So Marsh should have a nice scout. And this is something that I was talking about that would be awesome for the remaster, is if you could toggle on and off the Fog of War for both players as an observer, so I could see what Marsh's map looks like and then toggle it and see what Breznov's map looks like. That'd be a dope feature that they need to add. And then I also want to be able to like zoom in on the screen. That'd be sick. I also want to see how a top Yuri player manages the miners, because something that always pisses me off is that, you know, the slaves will take the gold from here and then from here and then from here, and the miner will never move unless you physically tell it to move. So I want to see if how he manages that, or if he doesn't, because right now it doesn't seem like he's worried about it. Spoke too soon. So he moved that one. Alright, so he does manage them. Interesting. Building rotation? I think it's overrated. Not worried about that. I think there's more skill in not allowing building rotation, because then it really makes the player have to be accountable for where they place their buildings. So for example, like, you know, this here, like if he had to stretch for this and he didn't stretch far enough, like he wouldn't be able to place that there. So I think being able to rotate buildings just makes it easier for newbies to get away with poor building placement. Let's hear it, George. I'm ready. It's interesting. I'm not sure why he's so hesitant to go in. I wonder if he's just trying to keep him occupied. That's something I don't do and I need to do more of, which is you know, don't just chill in your base. You need to show face and make them focus on you rather than focusing on their build. Because if you can take their focus off of their build, you can keep them in the secondary as far as being reactive instead of proactive. And I always allow my enemies to be proactive instead of reactive, and that's where I lose a lot of games just based on that. Chris, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream, dude. Alright, let's see what he's going for. He's going for the battle lab. Let's see if he can snipe it. And he can. He's got the barrier ready. But he escapes with all of them, so if he can sneak in again, he won't have that force shield ready by the time he's back up and ready to go for that battle fortress again. Battle lab, rather. Alright, Pew, take it easy, buddy. How you'd build with each faction? Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a standard build, but honestly, the standard build applies to every map. So maybe I could do a video on like the standard build. Yeah, I think there would be some good teaching points in a standard build video for sure. Really, the only thing that changes is whether you want to go supers or not. And the other thing that changes is how many miners you make, dependent on the amount of resources available. All right, so here he is. He's coming back quickly, and he's 0 for 2 both games now. He's used his jets on the tanks, and it just doesn't work. All right, he's going for a hard engage here. Watch for these masterminds that he's going to try and take out quickly. And he's got 4 masterminds looking to do some damage, and he gets some easy picks on his tanks there. And I don't know if Marsh has enough to take out 5 masterminds with what he's got there. Ooh. Alright, that was good. I'll accept that. Oh man, I don't like this heart. Wow, he got 2 of them. He's gonna get that 3rd one. Wow, that's huge. That is huge for Marsh. Just massive damage there from those Mirage tanks and those Prism tanks for sure. And he might have to use this. Yep, he's gonna have to use that Psychic Dominator in order to prevent. Oh, and it didn't work. Wow. So it looks like Marsh is gonna pull ahead here. So he's gonna have to make a move here quickly. And it's not gonna be enough because he's gonna take it out before he can even mind control 1 unit. That's nuts. That was just an incredible burst of damage from Marsh on those masterminds. 5 masterminds, and he just wrecked all of them.
Détruire tout. C'est une obligation. Détruire tout. C'est une obligation.